Welcome to Horrorphobia. I am your temporary host, Ryan, and I am joined by Jake and Emily,
Hey.
and also Ian and the other Jake.
Yo,
Hola.
what's up?
And we just thought we would pop in here and kind of discuss what we got going on here. We have an episode out already, but we wanted to do kind of an episode 0 and explain in a shorter amount of time why we're doing this, what we're doing, and kind of who we are.
Explain yourselves.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
So to start, we started this podcast because all of us have been friends for 20 plus years. Well, except for Emily, who kind of came in a little bit later, but she fit right in. She's basically been here the whole time.
Took me a minute, but I'm here now.
Exactly.
She's pretty cool.
And throughout the long years of our friendship, host Jake, has always loved horror movies, and I have hated them. They've always scared the shit out of me and always kept me up at night. And he would try to convince me, movie after movie, to watch random horror movies that I did not want to watch, and some I would.
I got you to cave most times, I feel like.
Some I would cave. No, because I said no to Hereditary.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think you tried to oblige your friends.
Yeah, you've seen You've seen Disturbia.
Yeah,
yes, exactly. But there have been multiple like movie nights where I'm like opting for Lord of the Rings, while you're like, we should watch Halloween, and a lot of times we would end up going with a non-horror movie, and so eventually,
because you're a bitch.
Ryan's trying to
Ryan's
be
a bitch.
Jake got the idea that we start this podcast where I am essentially forced to watch horror movies and review them. And he appealed to my need to speak to the public. That's how he got me to do it, because I wouldn't have wanted to do it otherwise, other than to just hang out with my friends. I think that's why Ian's here, right?
Yes.
To hang out with your friends? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
He does not need to speak to the public.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Don't
he's just
ask.
here hanging out with his friends. Now, multiple times, other Jake, you have mentioned that you don't like horror movies either.
I like movies, and this podcast was a good reason to pick back up on a reason to watch movies, which I had let kind of slip. Like, I don't make time to watch anything anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like having a built-in reason to watch any genre of movie, especially horror, which is such a broad genre. There's so much different flavors you can fit in, and I like that. I like that it's a broad genre.
It's a very creative genre.
Absolutely.
It is.
And it's something that I've neglected, like hardcore, just been like, like I don't self-motivate to watch any, like I need my good friends to recommend movies for me, because if it's up to me, I just will be like, oh yeah, I should have watched that, and then I'll never fucking do it.
Yeah, exactly. And Jake would kind of be like, the gauge for me was always, I didn't like things that were like visually scary. So if he wanted to watch a horror movie with me, he knew what I was afraid of. So he'd be like, oh, you can watch Don't Breathe. It's fine. It won't bother you. And I would watch a movie like that and like be fine. You know what I mean? Like the slashers and suspense movies don't bother me. It's like the unnatural, like fucked up, twisted, demonic type of shit. That's the stuff that sticks with me the most.
Yep.
Ooh, that's the goodies.
Yep. Which are those?
Yeah.
Give us the goodies.
Those are my favorite.
And a lot of people in the horror community would argue that it's not a horror movie unless it has those things. But I disagree. I think horror can come in all shapes and sizes, because I consider Funny Games a horror movie because it's horrifying.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't believe in gatekeeping what is and is not a horror movie.
Transgenre.
It's transgenre. You know, like
Absolutely.
Yeah.
open your mind. So
a lot of things are horrifying concepts. So as long as it fits that paradigm, that criteria, I feel like it works.
Exactly.
And we're gonna explore all of that. We're gonna get in there good. We're gonna get in there deep.
Exactly. And I've watched 8 horror movies over the past 2 months. And
how you feeling, champ?
I've learned that they don't scare me like they used to. However, I do believe you guys have been kind to me with your suggestions.
Yeah.
So I do
We've been
believe
lulling you to sleep.
Yes, the scares are coming. We just haven't gotten there yet. But
coming all over your back.
Yeah, so we just, and we've always wanted to do a podcast together. We've kicked around all kinds of ideas. Nothing ever stuck because, 2 people would be excited about it, the other ones wouldn't, or vice versa. It's just, this is the first one that I think we got everybody on board for. And then completely unprepared, we dove into it because we were like, well, if we don't start it now, we never will.
Yeah.
So, I will say, cut us some slack because we will get better as things go on.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate your kindness and patience in letting us settle into our groove here.
Exactly. And also we do welcome suggestions as well. Suggestions and ideas for improvements. If there's something that you would like less of, like more of, feel free to reach out to us on any of our social medias.
Feel free to vote one of us off the island.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly.
Have it be me.
Least favorite.
Yeah, who's your
least favorite member?
host?
I like the stakes.
No, don't say that. It'll hurt our feelings.
Any one of us is fine with leaving at any point.
I've done it before. I'll do it again.
So yeah, I just think we're working with pretty subpar equipment right now, but if this thing becomes bigger than we ever imagined it to be, we will obviously upgrade that equipment at some point. We're not just gonna stay budget quality forever, but for right now it's working. I think so anyway. It's working enough.
Yeah.
I have certainly heard worse. So but yeah, that's what we got going on right now. Now in the future, now we have started a Patreon, but there's nothing on it right now. There is one tier that's $1 that is an IOU tier that gives you literally nothing but our undying love and affection. That is a placeholder tier. It's meant to be more of a joke. I'm not expecting anybody to actually give us any money for that right now because you're not receiving anything.
It's the God tier. It's the day one tier.
Yeah, but if you do want to subscribe to it, then whatever. Also, I mean, the thing is with Patreon, we as a show would love to know what people want in a Patreon. What are you looking for? If you are going to throw in $2, $5 a month, like what are you looking for? What kind of things would you like? Like ideas we've kicked around would be like a bonus episode where maybe we do not a review of a movie. Maybe we play a game that's like longer. We've talked about doing trivia games. We've talked about doing the tabletop role-playing game Call of Cthulhu together. Like there's many ideas that we've had, but we're just curious to know what everybody would like to see as far as that. So please, again, reach out to us. We will always respond. We're thirsty as fuck. So especially
we could, as a team, compile porno clips so Jake doesn't have.
Oh my gosh, yes,
exactly.
Like, hey,
that's another thing.
A team night where we all just
send us your blowjob clips.
Yeah.
Please send, and if you send us a quality porn noise that we use as a drop in the show, we will shout you the fuck out. Anything you want. You got a website, you got a business, it's getting plugged. Just like that girl in that video.
OnlyFans.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Shout out your OnlyFans.
Do you have an
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans?
Able to do that? Can we do that?
Oh my god, that is a.
Send your homemade videos.
Have you ever heard of girls being like plugged, on podcasts for their OnlyFans?
No, that's what I'm saying.
No.
We can start that right now.
But then you kind of would just have to go off our word because it's all audio. So it's be like, listen, Tanisha 44. Trust me, dude. She's hot.
If you want more of that, tune in.
Yeah, like it's like you so I'd have to just describe to you what this girl looks like.
We'll support your small business.
Exactly. And it is. Honestly, I've only subscribed to one girl's OnlyFans, and it was very disappointing. But I will say she was already too big. She was already too big. It's the smaller ones you want. They're doing the freakier shit.
I thought you meant too big, like as in like as a big girl.
He is.
Oh
no!
I'm like, damn, dude.
No.
This is our episode. Episode 0.
Oh.
You're already calling out the big girl. They're horror fans.
No, man.
Jeez.
No, man. Popular.
We do
Shout
have
out to our bigger creators out there.
Fuck
Yeah.
Our plus size creators.
So yeah. Anyways, so that's kind of where we're at. Sort of where we're going. We got some episodes banked right now, but I think we have some plans that we're going to try to implement to try to stay a little bit more current. So when we're doing some polls and also some possible like we've suggested that some of the viewers could maybe put in a suggestion for a movie into our wheel that we spin every week. And in order to do that, I think we would kind of have to be a little more current with how the podcasts are being released. So we will figure that out as well. Basically, what I'm telling you is that we are completely lost right now, but we have a map. We're going to figure this shit out. So stick around and just watch us grow with us.
Yeah,
and it will be great.
We could meet somewhere in the Mid-Atlantic and do a theater takeover with like a bunch of our patrons.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like where we just like pick this theater and just everyone show up here.
That's one of the Patreon tiers. Like we'll just rent out a theater and just go.
Wish we lived in bigger cities.
Some of us.
Yeah, some of us. Some of
Yeah, Nashville.
Yeah,
that's pretty big.
Pretty big city.
Well, but yeah. Does anybody else have anything to add?
Atlanta Hawks fucking suck.
Okay, yeah. So, host Jake has been watching the Celtics this entire time we are streaming or recording this.
Still in the fifth inning.
So.
Still in the fifth inning.
Still in the fifth inning.
Are they winning? Are they at least winning?
They are winning.
Okay, good.
I feel like in the Dr. Sleep episode we talk about Atlanta a little bit. So
sure.
Yeah.
There you go.
Tie in.
Oh.
So, well, all right. Well, that's all we have then. Oh yeah, watch all the episodes that are going to come out, that have come out. It's going to be great. Trust me. We have 8 in the bank and more coming. So, all right. Well, thanks, guys. And we will see you on all of the preceding episodes.
Thank you.
Bye.
I love you.
Bye.
Yeah.